Hello, my name is Ryan Mattel, and this is our senior project. We are working with the College of Architecture and Environmental Design shops. This is our overview. First, we will start with background, then speak to our literature review. Next, we will discuss our design and strategy before concluding with the business case and recommendations. Cal Poly's Learn by Doing culture fosters an environment that allows students to constantly be hands-on working on projects and assignments in labs, shops, and studios. Here on campus, there are many places for students to learn and actively operate machinery and tooling to create, design, and experiment. On campus, there are many different departments, colleges, and avenues for students to get their hands dirty and work directly with machinery and tools. The College of Architectural and Environmental Design has a very active student body, constantly operating machinery and tools in their shops. These students are encouraged to do so with proper safety and training. The Cal Poly shops across campus have many different ways of going about renting out tools, machinery, and training students. This report will discuss and analyze the possibility of implementing a new system within Cal Poly shops to help streamline and improve the current check-in, check-out systems for students. This will decrease time taken to complete this process and will keep accurate to-date records of all checked-out tooling, hence decreasing frequency of lost and stolen items within the Cal Poly College of Architecture and Environmental Design shops. The current state is a manual data entry system. There is a desk clerk that scans poly IDs and checks students and tools in and out. These clerks also need to do a background check to assure if the student has the proper safety training. This system is not very secure due to the lax nature of the shop, and there's plenty of room for human error. There are also many inconsistencies across the system, as well as the other shops across campus that have their own integrated system. The focus of our literature review was on the implementation of systems used by universities to manage technicalities of shops and other campus centers. Descriptions of these systems are often found in case studies about universities, recreation centers, libraries, and engineering shops. We also looked into information technology services at universities to receive a better understanding about how they work with the campus. We collected hard data regarding the quantity and the cost of each tool that has been misplaced or stolen since 2016, and have the transaction count on a daily basis. By extrapolating the transactions out to weekly and monthly numbers, we gained a sense of how inconsistent the traffic is on this system and the bandwidth that will be required. Some of the main drivers and justification to our possible solutions are as follows. We must always keep safety first. Safety is at the forefront of these shops and must be considered in every decision. Students are constantly handling and operating dangerous tools and must be properly trained to do so. A solution must reduce the amount of tools lost or stolen, as previously stated. We have the data to prove that this is in fact a problem in the College of Architectural and Environmental Design shops. There are three main deliverables that we agreed on with our project sponsor. The first was to design a solution that includes an ability to document a student's training qualifications. The next was to allow the system to automatically check tools in and out to keep track of tooling and machinery that is rented out by qualified students. The last portion of our design was to ensure all of these functionalities could be integrated with the swipe of a polycard to log a student in, and a scan of a barcode to associate a tool. As we looked further into these deliverables, we broke them into two categories: must-haves and nice-to-haves. The required or must-haves are the previously stated functionalities that allow for students to check in and out using their polycard. A few nice-to-haves include an easy interface and integration, as well as the ability to reserve items online. The possible solutions we have looked at: Web Checkout, Connect to, Innosoft Fusion, and Microsoft Access databasing. Web Checkout has been previously discussed and researched by Cal Poly shops. Connect to has been proposed to Cal Poly, but currently cannot be supported by limited bandwidth available by the IT department on campus. The last outsourced possibility is Innosoft Fusion. Innosoft is currently utilized on campus by ASI within the Recreation Center, Craft Center, and more. Microsoft Access is used by Mustang 60 for their database and has been successful. We have the capability to internally configure a database with similar functionalities to be utilized by the CAED shops.
This is a demonstration of how our Access database works. For this demonstration, I want to see if Musty the Mustang is in the system. In this case, he is not, so I'm going to add him to the database. I'm going to put his Cal Poly email, his first name, and his last name. In the future, we hope that this system can be automated using the Cal Poly ID card. Now I want to verify some safety training for Musty. Now that he's in this database, when we search for him, he will come up. After clicking on his name, we can verify that he has completed Machine 2 and Machine 4 training. Next, Musty will check out a tool. After clicking Tool Checkout, he searches based off barcode. In this case, he wants to check out Hammer 6. He will enter his first name, last name, Cal Poly email, and then press Checkout. After he checks out the hammer, Hammer 6 will be removed from the list of available items that can be checked out. After he is done with the tool, Musty will check the tool back in. He will search again by the barcode, and it will come up that the hammer is attached to his name and it is unavailable because he has it. You can also search by Cal Poly email and see that he has the hammer. We will check it back in, and now it is not attached to his name. When we look at the available items, the hammer should come up as an available tool to check out.
We have learned a lot from the industrial engineering courses that we have taken here at Cal Poly. Many of these courses directly apply to this project, as well as our experience out in industry. To highlight a few, IME 223 was a very valuable class because it took us through the steps of how to analyze and improve a system or process. Data management and design has helped us understand the databases and how they can be used in integrated systems, and IME 144 has given us the experience of working in mechanical shops. Student safety cannot be quantified to a dollar amount. However, this holds a lot of weight in supporting the validity of this project. Lost and stolen tools make up a large portion of the financial loss in the CAED shops. Within the last year alone, almost 350 different tools have been reported lost or stolen. These tools range from $5 safety glasses to hundreds of dollars for air compressors and drills. With data provided by the CAED support team, we are able to create an estimated range of lost dollars due to these lost and stolen items. The estimated loss at its most conservative amount comes in just below $6,000 in the last year. Depending on retail prices and where these items are being purchased, this value can also increase to above $10,000. Another monetary issue that required attention is the underutilization of qualified employees or red shirts. These red shirts are trained to help on the shop floor, operating machinery and teaching students how to properly use equipment. With that being said, these same red shirts are being paid to take care of the check-in and check-out duties of tooling as well. This takes them away from their job they should be doing and wastes the valuable resource that is their skill on the shop floor. When creating this new database, several secondary impacts were taken into account. The first impact we looked at was the ethical impacts. With FileMaker Pro in place as the main check-in, check-out system, there is no way to track which student checked out which tool. This new barcode system will be able to track each tool and attach it to the student's name, leading to less lost or stolen items. Societal impacts were also looked at. It can be unsafe if students use tools or machines that they are not qualified for. The new database system would allow for easy access to seeing which tools or machines each individual student is qualified to use. Lastly, we looked at an organizational impacts. This new database consists of every element needed for employees to look at or refer to when working with students. Our new database, as shown in the video, maintains all the same check-in, check-out abilities that FileMaker Pro has, as well as more tools, tool records and information, and the ability to access student safety records and tool rental history. The optimal system will use a new barcode system and scanner paired with a Cal Poly ID scanner to attain maximum system performance and security. The barcodes will help keep tools accounted for and decrease the amount of money lost from stolen tools. The system will also be much more efficient if there was a front desk position added to the shops. This position will need much less training than red shirts and is tasked with managing, check-in and check-out procedures. This is beneficial because red shirts can focus on assisting students in the shop, while not have to worry about making students wait in line at the front desk for someone to help them check out a tool.